Hello, welcome back to Learn Economia. Today we are going to discuss the idea of helicopter money. The name itself is very unique and very novel. But what does helicopter money mean? Let's have a discussion into this. Helicopter money involves a kind of unconventional monetary policy tool. And why this is being taken? This is being taken in order to bring a flagging economy back on track. So this would involve printing of large amount of money, and this is printed and distributed to public. The idea of helicopter money has been coined by the great American economist Milton Friedman in the year 1969. So it is to Friedman that the idea is associated with, because he was coining the term. But later on we could see that the concept and idea became very famous during the 2000s. Why this happened? Let's have a look into this as well. In November 2002, we could see that Ben Bernanke, the then Federal Reserve Governor, he was introducing the idea of helicopter money again in his famous speech. And here we could see that here Ben Bernanke was using this concept in his famous speech as an anti-deflationary measure. And also we could see that after the 2008 crisis, there have been several economists who went ahead with different varieties of helicopter money, and this is something similar to quantitative easing, but this is not exactly same as quantitative easing. We could see that the idea of helicopter money, as the very name suggests, this would involve dropping money from the sky. So as you could see from the picture, there is a helicopter flying, and some people are standing there, and the helicopter is dropping some money from the sky to people, and people are collecting this money. And it involves an unexpected way of dumping money into a struggling economy. Why the struggling economy needs money? Because this is required for revival. We want to make the economy come out of such a deep slump. So the central bank would directly try to increase the money supply via government by distributing plenty of money to the population or to the public, because it wants to increase the aggregate demand. It wants to increase the demand in the economy. And definitely when demand increases, this will increase prices. That would be inflation. As I was telling earlier, this is not same as quantitative easing. There exists some slight difference between helicopter money and quantitative easing, and so for the very same reason, this helicopter money idea should not be confused with quantitative easing. Even though both try to aim at boosting the consumer spending, and both would try to increase inflation. Why this is so? Because just have a look into the difference between helicopter money and quantitative easing. In the case of helicopter money, you will be definitely distributing currency to the public, and here in the case of helicopter money, there is no repayment liability. Repayment liability is not there. But in the case of quantitative easing, we are printing money to buy some government bonds. So here in the case of quantitative easing, the government needs to pay back. That is a basic difference here. Now, what is the association of helicopter money with India? We are dealing with a situation of non-repayment, and here money is taken to state as well as central government in order to infuse liquidity into the system so as to increase aggregate demand and prices in the economy. So it will put more money into the system. It will put more money into the pockets of people so that we can boost economic activity. And when this happens, there is a direct impact on the disposable income. What happens to the income would be increasing, the disposable income of people would be increasing, so their demand would be increasing, so price would be also increasing. There have been several developing countries which have gone for helicopter money, and in the case of India we could see that Telangana was going for implementing helicopter money in 2020, and this was to deal with the COVID situation. And as I was telling earlier, this would definitely boost the economy. This would try to increase production, so people will get more money, there would be more liquidity, and there would be high demand and high inflation, high price level, which would be inflation. So again we are saying the same thing only, but we have to understand that there exist many pros as well as cons to helicopter money. Let's just understand the pros now, then we have to consider the cons as well. Regarding pros, there will be a high inflation rate because the money is given free to people and they are free to spend the money. And here when somebody gives money to us, we'll be having more money and we will increase our spending will increase, so this will increase the price level in the economy, or this will lead to inflation. Again, this will boost the economy. Why? Because we can increase production, we can increase investment, and this will make growth also to increase. There won't be any risk of borrowing from outside because we are printing money here itself, and since we are not taking any loan from outside, there is no debt, there is no requirement to pay a high interest rate, so at least in the long run the economy would be stabilized. Also there would be increased demand for goods as well as services. Why? People are having money with them, so they will purchase more, and this will increase demand. This is what increase prices, and that is what is told by helicopter money. Having said so, don't ever think that this is completely free and flexible and only good effects are there. No, it has got several drawbacks. And what are these? This is never a reliable method, because when it comes to real life examples, there have been several instances where nations that have gone for helicopter money have failed miserably, so it couldn't come up, it couldn't revive their economy. And also we could see that there exists a danger of devaluation, and devaluation is also a danger, because when money supply increases, the value of domestic currency will be coming down and people won't be keeping a track of their spending, so they will lavishly spend their money. They will even spend for unwanted things, so this will make the value of money to come down. and that too will be creating problems. That's it. I hope you got some idea related to a concept of helicopter money. I request you to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Also, you can be a part of my Telegram community by clicking onto the link given in the description box. You can also be a part of Learn Economy by downloading the Learn Economy app. For that also, link is given in the description box. That's it. Thank you for watching.